How's it going, guys, and welcome back to another video. Most likely, if you've clicked on this video, you were looking for guidance about how to start self-improvement, hence the name of the title. Well, I'm here to tell you that you've clicked on the right video, because today I'm going to be showing you step-by-step instructions on how you can start without fucking things up, and also keeps things like your social life and your whatever, and how to not just get stuck in a rut of just constantly, oh, I want to start self-improvement, but I don't know where to start, and just never really starting. Because a lot of people, they want to start, but for days they procrastinate really starting, and they don't know where to start. But I'm here to tell you that it's not that complicated. People overcomplicate self-improvement. That's why a lot of people don't end up getting on it. So today I'm going to be showing you how you can do that. My name is Ax. I am 15 years old. I'm currently in grade 11, and I have been on self-improvement for about 2 years. I've been working relentlessly to build myself up as a person. So let's get straight into the video. Number one is having a reason to start. Obviously, if you are starting self-improvement, you have a reason, whether it is you're not happy with your current self, or you're just facing disrespect from others. For me, it was disrespect from others and just not really happy with who I was in the first place. There's two types of self-improvement. There's one, people who just kind of, improve little aspects, or two, there's people who completely change who they are. A lot of my friends, I still have friends from grade 8. I started self-improvement in grade 9. They say they can't even recognize me because I've simply just changed who I am. My personality, my look, my mindset, everything about it is mainly my personality and stuff, the way I talk and just things like that. So for me, it was not being happy with my current self. I felt like a piece of shit, and also I was facing a bunch of disrespect from others and wanted to prove something to other people that I'm not just, this guy, I guess you could say. So you gotta have a solid reason to start. For you, most likely, if you're watching this video, it might be you just want to improve some things. You feel like you could do better and you want to reach your fullest potential, which leads me to the second point. You gotta figure out what you lack on. So when I started in grade 9, what I lacked on was a lot. I wanted to build a good physique because I was really skinny. I was kind of a skinny, fat, brown kid. Another thing was my personality. My personality was really different, and also my mindset. I wanted to improve my mindset, way I think and talk and things like that. But the main thing that I really worked on from grade 9 to grade 10 was my personality, especially in grade 10. Grade 10 was my prime year for self-improvement, and it is a time where I just locked in. I rarely hung out with my friends, and it was just time that I would just focus on myself, especially during the winter. After like January and stuff, that's kind of when I started breaking out of my shell. But in grade 10, the winter from September to December, I was locked the fuck in, and I was focusing on my personality, my mindset, and things like that. Because over summer, I had just gone through something huge with a bunch of my friends and things like that. Even though I was on self-improvement back then, I somehow made a way for people to hate me again. So that's when I was like, okay, yeah, I gotta change some stuff. So my personality was my number one thing that I focused on for a while. So you gotta figure out what you lack on, whether it is you have poor mental health, you have just gone through a hard breakup, your ex just cheated on you, and you want to prove to her that that was a mistake, things like that. I'll explain what you can improve on the next chapter. But yeah, figure out what you lack on. It can be shitty personality, physique, mental health problems, and things like that. The third step is work on overall improvement. Overall improvement, there's 3 main things that you should work on. There's health, there's body, and there's mindset. I'm gonna delve deep into each 3 of these categories. These are the main ones you want to focus on, because both of these terms are very, very vague. Your health is your overall health. So how healthy your heart is, how healthy your mind is, your mental health. Mental health doesn't just mean how depressed you are. It just means how, I made a whole video on mental health. I'll leave it in the link in the description. But yeah, it just means how healthy you are, not just how happy or depressed you are. I'll explain in a little bit. Your health can also be determined by the foods you eat. I've also made a whole video on eating foods for your health. I'll once again link in the description. Or you can just click this thing in the corner. Watch it at the end of the video. They'll finish this video first. But yeah, eating foods for your health. Foods is basically just dictate how you feel entirely and how you look as well. The foods you eat influence your gut microbiome, which is basically your second brain. So the healthier you have of a gut, the healthier your brain is. So what can you do to make your gut healthier? Include just your overall health. Number 1 is eat non-ultra processed foods. If you guys want to know more about ultra processed foods, I'll leave the link once again to my eating foods for your health video in the description. But eating ultra processed foods will kill your health. Nowadays, a lot of people are telling you that things like butter and salt are bad for you. They're not. And red meat, people are saying red meat is bad for you. It's not. Our ancestors lived off it for years, and that's pretty much all they ate. They didn't have fucking oatmeal or cereal and things like that. You think oatmeal is healthy for you? Do you think oats are healthy for you? Absolutely not. They're ultra processed and they're made in a fucking lab. You think toast is healthy for you? It depends what bread you get. But if you're getting sourdough bread, that's fine because yeah, I mean it depends where you get the sourdough from. If you're getting from bakery, yeah, sure, that's good. But if you're getting white bread, you think white bread is healthy for you? I want you, if you have white bread in your fridge right now, go to your fridge, grab it, and look at how many ingredients are in that white bread. Probably dozens, right? There's probably so many. Probably things you can't even fucking pronounce. That shit is made in a lab. While bread is supposed to be made in a bakery. You know how you're supposed to make bread? 3 ingredients. There's wheat, there's water, and there's salt. Why the fuck is there something called calcium nitrate or whatever the hell in my bread? Because it's made in the lab. The entire world of health and things like that is really fucked up. And it would take hours to explain in this video. In fact, I don't even know all about it. I just know a very slight amount. So yeah, eating foods for your health is super important. Other things are habits. Other habits to improve your health is like getting enough sunlight, which improves your mental health, your cortisol levels, which is basically your stress hormone, and making you feel a lot more awake. You know, they say improving your health is an easy way that you can do that is get sunlight in first thing in the morning. Sets your circadian rhythm, reduces cortisol in the brain because when you wake up, your cortisol is a lot higher, which is basically your stress hormone. I'm not saying you're gonna feel super stressed when you wake up, but it's your cortisol, and that's what makes you feel a little bit groggy when you wake up. And then the third, when you view the sun when you first wake up, that sets your circadian rhythm, making you turning an internal clock in your mind saying, okay, 16 hours from now you're gonna be tired, which overall, over time, melatonin production starts and adenosine starts. Adenosine is basically what makes you sleep hungry. Anyways, let's not get too in depth because it's gonna take me forever to explain this stuff. But all you gotta know is, number one, you can get enough sunlight. That's the number one. That's one factor. And there's so many other things that you can do for your health. Next part is body. Your body, simplest thing. This is a very short chapter. This is a very short lesson. Just get in the gym and do some exercise. You should have a solid goal of being able to become as fit as possible. Be almost like a superhuman. You know what? You want to be like, personally me, I want to try and get as athletic as possible. You know, I want to be able to do like, I don't know how to explain it. But I think being able to be super like flexible and also super athletic, you know, just being able to run all over the place, having insane amounts of energy, like being able to do box jumps and sprints and bullshit like this would be really cool. So setting a solid goal like that will really help you. You know, for the gym, you might not have a great physique right now. You know, just stay consistent, eat enough protein, and remember, watch your diet. Diet is the number one thing. Let's not dirty bulk. And yeah, just get enough exercise and get into the gym for your body. Your body doesn't only just mean like your body, like your physique and stuff, by the way. It can mean your face as well, like how you look and stuff. If you're okay, let's say, I don't know what other word to use, but if you're like an ugly dude, you can try something called looks maxing. I hate that word, but it's an actual thing. It's like where you put all your effort and time into making yourself look better. So you like, you know, go out and buy a fuck ton of products for your face and shit, do Korean skincare, get like one of those gua sha shit, and also get like a derma roller to make you, you know, grow facial hair because your testosterone is fucking low. But yeah, that's pretty much it for body. And now mindset. Mindset is such an important thing. Mindset is what makes you, you know, how can I say this? It controls your personality, who you are, and also how you think as well. So your mindset, there's so many easy ways of increasing your mindset. The number one thing is reading. Reading is probably the easiest one. So just pick up a book, like whatever you want to read about, whatever you feel like you're lacking on. Maybe it's social skills. If it's social skills, read How to Influence People by Dale Carnegie. How to Win Friends and Influence People, sorry. You know, if you are struggling with productivity, Deep Work by Cal Newport, and so on and so on. I'll leave some book ideas in the description down below on just overall improvement or like specific things like confidence and things like that. Another one is educational videos. So you can look up people like Hamza. Hamza is an amazing self-improvement YouTuber. In fact, I think he's number one in the world right now. I'm where I am because of him. His videos are so useful and I've applied so many of his tips and tricks to my daily life. So educational videos, you can watch like even Luke Belmar and stuff like that if you want to learn more about money and things like that. And number 3 is podcast. You know, podcasts are an amazing thing. You can easily swap it out for music if you're someone who listens to music like all the time. I know some people who literally, I had a sipper with my friends. I woke up, went to his room, say good morning to them, and just like discuss what we're gonna do that day, if we're gonna go to the gym and stuff like that. And this guy's already listening to like Little TJ and shit like this. I'm like, do you not get sick of his music? Like, I can't stand music like that, like a Little TJ and Pop Smoke and stuff like that, and like drill first thing in the morning. Sometimes I listen to music in the shower when I wake up, but I'm listening to things like, you know, Don Toliver and like slow music, you know. How the fuck can people listen to things like drill first thing in the morning? You know, a great way to start the morning though? Podcast. If you're someone who listens to like music all the time, I'm talking like they walk to school and they have one ear, like an earbud in 24/7, try podcasts. Because just if you always have a podcast and you're always learning things, and try to pay attention to them as well. Don't just like have them in the ear, like, because I know some people just like to have background music and stuff where they don't even know what song is playing, they don't even pay attention to it. But yeah, try to pay attention to what's being taught in podcasts, because podcasts are an amazing thing. You can try you can try Andrew Huberman, or even Hamza. He also has his own podcast. And I think that's all for this video, guys. You know, when I started self-improvement, I had already known what I wanted to start on, and that's why I got in so easily. For others, it's not that easy, because during like when I was starting self-improvement, it was like, it was not so red-pilled content. It wasn't like, okay, like just a bunch of gym edits and stuff. Back then, it was like Andrew Tate just influencing young men to better themselves. And then other people would be like, okay, I know what I need to focus on. Because now it's kind of just like, okay, discipline. Go out on runs at like 5 a.m. and you're just kind of sitting there. I'm like, okay, yeah, I can see how that can benefit me, like discipline, and I get more fit and I get more athletic. But I feel like I feel like I can improve other parts of my life as well. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Definitely would appreciate it. It's free and you can always unsubscribe later, because I really do put effort into these videos, and I would really appreciate it if you just hit that red button down below. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace, bros.